Hi everyone. Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about the top 5 richest countries in the world. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. 1. Luxembourg. Population: 629,191. GDP per capita, PPP, $120,962.20. Known for high income levels and a low unemployment rate, Luxembourg is the richest country in the world. With its inflation rate at only 1.1%, its wealth is also extremely stable. According to the World Economic Forum, the primary factor for Luxembourg's high GDP is the large number of people working in this tiny, landlocked nation while residing in the neighboring Western European countries. The advanced infrastructure and high values for the labor market attract investment and duplicates of the big outside firms. Having depended on the steel and iron industry for a long time until it stopped bringing profit in the 1970s, the nation adapted superbly. Today, as one of the most educated labor forces in the world, Luxembourg prospers from a mix of industries, predominantly in an import-export economy based on financial services. Small to medium-sized companies expanded, while multinational corporations highly demand a highly skilled labor force with the ability to speak multiple languages. There is also a small but prosperous agricultural sector in the country. 2. Singapore. Population: 5,866,407. GDP per capita, PPP, $101,936.70. Having no natural resources to build its economy on has not stopped the hardworking and inventive Singaporeans from turning their country into the second richest in the world. Being a central world hub for global financial services firms drives the economy. The jobs in manufacturing, services, transport engineering, and logistics pay its citizens well, while electronics, biotechnology, and chemicals are the country's main exports. By erecting high-end infrastructure and significantly expanding its tourism sector, Singapore attracts millions of tourists every year. On top of that, the government procured a very investor-friendly economic environment of free trade, open market, and attractively low tax rates, sought after by international firms and business travelers. 3. Qatar. Population: 2,899,617. GDP per capita, PPP, $93,851.70. With only a small fishing industry and almost no schools just 50 years ago, the once sleeping peninsula off Saudi Arabia's eastern coast has become a significant oil-exporting world center in the last 2 decades. Qatar first began massive exports of natural in 1997 to Japan and Spain, expanding to other countries in the early 2000s. 15 years and 14 natural gas plants later, its GDP has grown exponentially from $30 billion to over $200 billion. Qatar has the largest natural gas reserves globally, following Russia and Iran, at nearly 900 trillion cubic feet, earning 60% of its collective GDP. Having discovered oil in 1939 and natural gas 30 years later, it began producing 46,500 barrels per day in 1951. Although some of the revenue was used to start modernizing the country, the royal family accumulated much of it, with shares also going to Great Britain, its ruling country. After gaining independence in 1971, Khalifa bin Hamad deposed his father and increased spending on social programs, housing, health, education, and pensions, cutting the royal family's allowances. The country also receives significant returns on investments in foreign brands, banks, and even the Paris Saint-Germain soccer team and real estate in London. 4. Ireland. Population: 4,953,494. GDP per capita, PPP, $87,212. Low corporate taxes continuously attract numerous multi-billion-dollar companies to relocate and grow their business in Ireland, contributing to the GDP and the high standard of living for the people. Although citizens receive high wages, the income per capita has been growing much slower than the collective GDP. Nevertheless, the country's stability and ongoing wealth gain from tourism, agriculture, and manufacturing is coveted by others. The country's main exports comprise metals and food products, including brewing, computers, parts and software, and textiles. Ireland is also largely dependent on its tertiary industry, including call centers, legal services, accounting, customer service, stockbroking, and catering. 5. Switzerland. Population: 8,675,923. GDP per capita, PPP, $70,276.60. Considered one of the happiest and healthiest nations on earth, Switzerland is home to German, French and Italian-speaking citizens, living peacefully and thriving together for over 800 years. Even with its high cost of living, expensive products and services in the Swiss franc's extremely high value with a high conversion rate to other currencies, people stream to engage with this country through business or tourism. A stable economy with a fixed currency value, Switzerland is regarded highly by investors searching for a safe haven for highly profitable feats. Attractive tax rates bring in investment, while international companies seek to expand their business to Switzerland. The Swiss are an innovative bunch, craftily turning natural resources into quality goods such as their highly demanded chocolate, cheese, jewelry, home decor, and furniture. Exports contribute the most to the GDP, with gems and precious metals bringing nearly $100 billion a year, followed by pharmaceuticals and machinery. The mountains, the charm of its cities, and the luxurious lifestyle call out millions of tourists every year, while the highly developed tourism sector does not frighten off with its high prices. With no capital gains tax, a low value-added tax on its products at 7.7%, and lower than average income taxes, the Swiss also enjoy investing in their economy, preferring to buy local, paying for garbage disposal and their inexcusably expensive bottles of water. Thanks for watching.